Welcome, guys. We are back again. Now we are going to back no talk about the match reaction. Now we'll get match preview. We got big like top eight team. That means like big matches, like whatever they have qualified for them. Struggle for like lot group stage round of 16. Now they got like like quarter final. It's not easy to reach. Spain out, Germany out, like Belgium out, like big teams they're out. And now Morocco, Poland, not sorry, Poland, Portugal, England, France, and Argentina, Netherlands, Brazil, Croatia. Even Japan had a good run in this tournament, but still they are kicked out by Croatia in penalty. So all of the teams are like capable to do everything. So now we're going to talk about England, France. That's maybe probably the big match, right, Luis?
Yeah, I think that is the match out of those that you've just mentioned. This is the big one,
Okay.
and I'm optimistic.
Okay. If you look at the squad, like or starting lineup, England is way better than France. It's true. Like look at the squad, like bench to compare to France to bench. England is way better. But look at France like individual performance. Like if you look at Mbappe, you cannot say Mbappe like Phil Foden, Saka, Bellingham or Harry Kane. They're way better than Mbappe. They're good players, but Mbappe is having that like blast, like
Mhm.
brilliant, like always he's best for World Cup maybe. Just second World Cup. Individual he's good. Even Griezmann, we know that Griezmann is he's struggling with Athletic Madrid, but when he played for France, even the World Cup, he's like delivering his assist. How to defend. He even goes to for defense.
Mhm.
So look at individual, but like France have individual really good, but performing wise, England is really good in this tournament, like under Gareth Southgate. England is
Yeah,
proving something that they
yeah,
have a like long way to go. But
mhm.
when they come to against like best team like Italy, like they lost against Croatia in World Cup 2018. Even like when they got a big team, they kind of feel like they cannot beat. What that happened like with that moment?
yeah. I think over the last few years, especially against Italy in that final, I think I can't say that the team weren't mature enough, but maybe Italy had some very experienced players in that team. And now we've got some very talented players, and we've had some very talented players for a while, but some of them are peaking, some of them are just getting that little bit more maturity and confidence, and I think that might make the difference. But in the past, I think when you look at squads, you would say England they had a good squad, they were a good team, but perhaps not as good as some of the other top teams. But I think we can actually include ourselves in that elite few teams now. I think when I look at the squad, when I look at the players, I don't feel afraid. I don't think we have to be afraid of France. I think we can beat them.
Okay, all right.
And yeah,
Like
uh-huh.
who can stop Mbappe?
Well, it's going to have to be Kyle Walker is going to be given that job, but he can be
Did,
stopped.
did,
Don't get
did,
us
did,
wrong.
did you see the quote from Matty Cash just France played against him? So Matty Cash is so like like he was like before facing Mbappe, Raheem Sterling was the like toughest opponent for him. But
Mm,
when he met Mbappe, like he said, Mbappe was electrical. Like
yeah,
like you are seeing him, but just a few seconds, he's that like he's
it's
not
gone.
here, he's that side,
Yeah,
and he's
uh-huh,
just moving with the ball.
uh-huh,
And like with the ball, he's too fast, too quick. He can like jump you anyway. He's rapid,
yeah,
like
yeah. He's rapid, yeah, and he's been on fire, especially his two finishes in the last game. That was frightening. So we're gonna have to find a way to control Mbappe, but it can be done. And Walker, I think, I don't know if he's as fast as Mbappe, probably not, but Walker's our fastest defender. And it was, I can't remember the year, but I remember a Champions League game where Tuanzebe did
yeah.
well against Mbappe, so it can be done. And if Mbappe scores a couple of goals, he scores a couple of goals. He's going to do that. He's got that quality, but I don't think it's impossible that Kyle Walker keeps him under control for 90 minutes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Okay. Hopefully, Kyle Walker, he can do his job, but it's really
uh,
difficult to stop
it's
Mbappe like this
difficult.
kind of
It
player.
is difficult. Yeah.
Okay, let's like everybody was talking about like Mbappe and Kyle Walker like after the round of 16 match that when they're gonna face. But nobody talks about like Griezmann, Dembele. Dembele is still quite faster.
Mhm.
He got very good skill. He is not
Yeah,
injured no more. Even his
yeah,
cross really dreadful for the like different like box. Like Oliver Giroud is quite tall. He can jump.
mhm.
Even if I tell you, will you take Dembele, Giroud or Foden, Saka? Which do like will be the key for the team?
Which duo will be the key for the team? Well, it's
Yeah,
difficult to say. It depends on the result, but I'd take Foden and Saka over Dembele and Giroud. I would. I'd take Foden and Saka. I think they're, I'm a couple of years ago playing against France. I would have said I would have hoped England would have won, but I would have thought the likelihood is we're going to lose. But when I look at how we've been playing, I saw that we've had 3 clean sheets in our last 3 matches. We haven't conceded. I know we haven't played any of the big hitters really, but we've been playing well. And Kant is not in that team. Pogba's not in that team. It's an opportunity, but yeah, you're right. Dembele is an amazing player as well, and he's been looking better as of late. So he's been getting back to good form. He could be just as much of a problem as Mbappe, really, because he's very agile. He's
yeah,
very quick as well. Mbappe is
yeah,
quick. Dembele is quick.
yeah. Dembele is
Uh,
kind of quick.
yeah, but then again, we've got quick players as well. I just think
Yeah,
we can match them this time.
yeah. Hopefully, but I'm not gonna talk about like midfield because the England midfield is way better. If you compare like they got young, Tomini and Rabiot. Rabiot is not at the type of top class, but he's doing really good this season with Juventus and with France. But
Mm,
so many is still young. So many and Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham is way like it's a really good guy. He's like like top of quality. But like if I say to compare with the midfield duo, midfield partnership, Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham, even Luka Modric and Brozovic and Casemiro, Lucas Paqueta, even so many like we have seen. But I think like Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice, they got a good like relationship with them, good
yeah,
bond. Like they
yeah,
can understand each other very well, and they're having really good relation, isn't it?
they are. Absolutely, yeah. It's good to watch. It's good to see, and I think it's just showing the maturity of the development of those players, and they're still young. Declan Rice is experienced for his age,
Yeah.
and so is Bellingham. Bellingham's like he plays way beyond his years, really, and he behaves like a leader on the pitch, even at his age. So that's what I'm saying. We're looking really, really strong at the moment, I feel, and we seem to be improving as time goes on. The midfield, yeah, I think we have the stronger midfield. If you put Kante in there, I think
Oh
it
no
would be a
no
different
no
story.
no 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 that's not gonna happen. We're now
Yeah,
talking about the next match. Not
yeah, yeah,
so,
not in the distant future.
yeah. So
Yeah,
it's good. It's good for now England that Kante and Pogba is not included in this team. It's good. Okay,
but
just last question for England. Like I know the defense like to compare France and England. France defense got really solid, but it's really like big test for Kunde as a right back because he always
mhm,
play as a center back.
mhm,
But England is way better. But Maguire is if he make mistake, just silly mistake, tiny mistakes that
mhm,
can cost for England. Okay,
yeah.
like if Southgate cannot win tomorrow match, like the day after tomorrow against France, will he be a failure for England? Like what he has got like quarterfinal, semi-final, and his run is really good as a manager.
No, I don't think it'll be a failure if we don't beat them, and I don't think the players will be a failure either, because France are a top team. France are a top team. I'm excited because I think we can win, but if we do lose, we lost to a really good team. So there's no shame in that. It depends on the performance as well. It depends on the performance. If it's a terrible performance, then you have to ask what happened. But if it was a good game and we're just beaten by the better team on the night, then there's no shame in
Uh,
that. But the defense is a worry. Not the defense is a worry, but I kind of fear for if Maguire does make a mistake and it leads to a goal and it leads to us going out of the tournament, then Maguire is going to get so much criticism,
of
and
course,
Southgate's going to get so much criticism for picking him as well.
yeah, yeah.
So I hope it doesn't fall at the feet of Harry Maguire, because Southgate's going to get it in the neck as well for that. But in the last match, Harry Maguire there were a couple of uh, times when he made
Yeah.
a couple of small, and that could cost. But I just hope that it doesn't. I think France are actually fairly strong in defense.
Yeah, they got
And it's
Upamecano. They got like really good even. That's really Ibrahim Kanate, Rafael Varane, and like Lucas. No, Lucas Hernandez injured. Theo Hernandez is playing for AC Milan. He's really
Mhm.
left back. That
Yeah.
also could have problem like for France. Like if they give a space to Bakar Saka, that left side and right side, Jules Kono is not that type of guy who can defend Phil Foden. So that would be really good for even Harry Kane. That would be nice if he played like deeply come back and playing as a midfield.